Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all, as stated by Aristotle. With this quote, I, Harish KR, Assistant Professor of Mechatronics Department of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, welcome you all for the AICTE sponsored 2-week faculty development program on fostering ethics, moral values, and character building in technical education phase 2, organized by Department of Mechatronics, SVCE Bengaluru. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Pratima Khandelwal, who is the founder of Fly High, which is an MSME educational service support entity which is established in Bengaluru, India. It is dedicated for capacity building of teaching and student communities for today's disruptive times. She has functioned as a professor and as well as head training learning center at engineering college in this city from July 2018 to July 2020. Also, Madam has carved it for enhancing OBE, that is outcome based education teaching learning effectiveness. Resting on the 20 plus enriched experience in teaching, learning and research and experiences, she offers customized solutions for enhancing academic outcomes. She holds masters in food technology in the year 1998 and PhD in 2002 in food technology and process and food engineering from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Patna Nagar, India. Madam has contributed both in teaching and as well as in research in her BE and MSc programs in biotechnology in institutes at Patiala TIT from the year 2000 to 2004 and thereafter in Bengaluru. She has served as HOD, Vice Principal and COE, member of BOS, BOE and public and private universities at various capacities. Her key areas of research have been healthcare, foods, probiotics, food safety, and pedagogy for outcome-based education, and has guided PhD, Masters, and BE candidates. She has published 35 plus national and international research papers and 3 book chapters, and she is the inventor of 2 patents. Also, she is co-inventor of 3 institute filed patents, and she has co-discovered the few fungal strains deposited in NCBI. She has visited Egypt, Mauritius, Maldives, Uganda, Bhutan, Indonesia for academic interventions. Since 2018, she has been exclusively delivering pedagogical talks at educational institutions all over India. Madam has also contributed in exclusive FTPs organized by Infosys Campus Connect InfTQ in the year 2019, BITS Pilani Hyderabad Campus 2019, Biocon Academy Bengaluru in the year both 2019, 2018 and 2020. Since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic situation in India, she has conducted several webinars and training sessions for faculty enrichment and students development at many Indian institutions and at Vayamba University of Sri Lanka and at IFST Sri Lanka, Decimal College of Nepal and Knowledge Base for Bangladesh. She was invited by NPTEL IIT Madras under special lecture series for live stream session on YouTube time management in the year April 2020 with a viewership of over 47K So subsequently, NPTEL has empaneled her to mentor final year students from all over India on developing professional skills. She has been invited by IDP NAHEP, that is ICAR unit of New Delhi at NDRI Karnal in June 2020 and GBU A&T Patna Nagar in July 2020 and FDDI from Noida in the year 2020. She also is equipping young professionals on preventive healthcare through foods and recently addressed Team Infosys Bengaluru on immunity boosting foods for mind and as well as body in August 2020. And Rotarians under Rotary Club Bengaluru Metro and Alsur in September 2020. She was recently invited as resource person in AICTE Aicte-Svce-Fdp to address on emotional intelligence for disruptive times in September 2020. And at BITS Pilani, Hyderabad campus for techno-pedagogy for based FDP for newly joined faculties at this campus in October 2020. She also has delivered virtual sessions on personality enhancement for students at IIT Bhilalai in November 2020. Pratima ji promotes motivational strategies, preventive healthcare, and upskilling for the new and next normal. She carries passion, perseverance, and pragmatism in offering tools and techniques for happier outcomes. With finer aspects of emotional intelligence and soft skills, she ensures the beneficiaries derive multi-dimensional benefits. So with this brief introduction, on behalf of the organizing committee and on my own behalf, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harish. I am overwhelmed to hear your detailed introduction of mine, and thank you so much. And I also take the opportunity to warmly welcome all the participants and take pride in appreciating and thanking the main person behind this FDP in two phases, Dr. Vijayashree and your team. Wonderful thing. Very less organizations have come forward to talk about values, character building, ethics, and morality. And SVC, Department of Mechatronics, must be appreciated enough to take the lead, not in one but two phases. So before we begin, let's congratulate and clap for SVC, Department of Mechatronics. My humble namaste to Principal Sir in absentia and Vijayashree Madam, wonderful to meet you once again virtually. Great. I really thank all the coordinators in Harish. We have Mr. Sarvesh, we have Ramya, we have, I think, Divya. All the team members have been wonderful. I know since a month you all have worked very hard. My humble submission is that all this 15 days, and I think 3 sessions or 2 sessions are going on. It is not easy. So participants, may I please request that we do take a lot of attempts, but kindly participate, kindly absorb, kindly assimilate certain things, because all of you, the teachers, are so important that once you try to assimilate, your students are the major beneficiaries. That's perhaps the major role of AICTE under Atal to fund these as sponsored FDPs and take things in the higher side. Because all of us are into cognitive and knowledge base or knowledge domain, we also need to come to other aspect of finer aspect of being humans. And with these words, as I congratulate and appreciate all the faculty members also to being a part of this event, I always say, Mr. Harish and Madam, I will just share one thing through both of you to all the participants. Even if 5 teachers are there listening a useful or valued talk, it's a big number because each teacher at any given point of time represents 60 students. So to me, a simple mathematic work that this is, to me, it is 300. So any number of teachers are important and most welcome. So my dear teaching community with folded hands, this is not namaste. Namaste I did. I request you are interactive, you are absorbing, and wherever you feel Pratima is not making enough sense, just raise your hand or unmute and please tell or put in the chat. Mr. Harish will be very kind enough to let me know what is happening when I switch over the window. So let's take off on certain dimension, which the second phase of FDP is trying to talk about the aspect on fostering ethical values or overall the aspects of being better human beings. And I'm trying to share, and I'm sure you can let me know if the visibility is there. Harish, you can let me know, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it
Yes,
visible
it is
now, by
visible.
now?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
great. So, thank you. So, let's acknowledge the whole broader domain of fostering ethics, moral values, and character building in technical education, where all of us are connected, be it polytechnic, be it engineering institutions, and alike. And at SVC, Department of Mechatronics is marching ahead to bring human values. And I really thought, can I draw something for second phase? In first phase, also we were discussing a bit about ethics and morality, and I take it further to draw some one more parallel, and that's towards universal human values for holistic education. With all due regards to all of you, UHV, which is Universal Human Values, is a very broad topic. So, in all humility, I have added towards, and I'll try to wrap up in terms of holistic education, and I'll try to give some ways and means which we can do. And in between, I'll share my success and my failure. While as assistant professor to professor, I was traversing the journey, how there were pits and falls, and how there were beautiful bouquets also which were coming in the way. So let's meet in this aspect. And I really, with this glowing candle, which talks about all aspects of what you put in as karma, you get it back. I'm sure many of you already believe. A teacher in me has started a small enterprise for Fly High. And the aim is that if the teachers fly high, the students under them or with them will certainly fly high. So, with these words, I take off and I have drawn some LOs or the learning outcomes for this 1 to 1 hour, 15 minutes. And that is today, immense change is happening already in disruptive time. This COVID has enhanced those changes. Nevertheless, this phase of time, it's immense important to be adaptive or agile, very highly flexible. I'm sure you also agree. Yet remain rooted to the basics. What actually we are supposed to be, our culture, our values, our basics. That exactly it we are trying to talk. Another LO, these are not the contents, these are learning outcomes. So you can catch me by end of the session if I have delivered this or not. Another thing I will try to sandwich is that whatever we do, mental peace is very prized. You can't buy it, but still it is very valuable. And the wonderful aspect it is that it is in our hands. Yes, I mean, mostly in our hands, if not completely. And ethics and morality are the key tools for fulfillment. We can't talk about values if we are not ethical, or we ourselves don't talk of being moral, right? In that context. And towards the end, I'll try to share one concept of emotional intelligence in our present time, how important it has become. Nevertheless, we will wrap up with that. We all teachers need to take care of ourselves for imparting some aspects of holistic education resting on UHV. It might be on syllabus, but till until it comes in the actions, it will be having a limitation. Permit me to draw a baseline, which I often and always do actually, that all of us have some uniqueness. Let's really have a pride. Let's appreciate ourselves for our uniqueness. So what others have not appreciated or not seen, but I know myself, something like that. And we all, each of us deserve to be healthy and happy. With all your permission, healthy is in asterisk. And the reason is that uh, if at all you would like to put in chat, it will be great. Health is not only what is visible, you can write Rasi on my face or what I'm trying to use non-verbal communication and trying to reach to you through this virtual platform. Am I being healthy? Health is certainly what our students believe on the bodybuilding or how good we eat. Bigger component of health is what I think, what I feel, what I you know mentally feed myself. So thoughts, what my interactions, what are my experiences, what memories I draw are equally important. And holistically, happiness is the key source of well-being. Happiness could be for some only salary. Happiness could be for some career growth. Happiness could be for some holistic growth in which certainly money is there, pride is there, aspiration is there, beautiful goal and meeting it is there. And what we say, effective life skill is there. And let's again reiterate, we all are important. My request to the faculty participants here is, in case you understand this one simple line which just came, I again show you. If at all a teacher understands he or she is important, irrespective of the designation, irrespective of your portfolio, that 1 hour what we contribute in the class, either these days online, some of us are also in offline track also, it becomes half of the job done. A teacher Say, for example, a young teacher, he or she must feel pride that yes, he or she is important as a professor, right? So being important is using time judiciously, doing the jobs completely. Automatic that body language changes because what we think, we act, we enact, we in action. That's the whole reason. And permit me to say, today's learners, the students. Why we say learners? Because we are also learners, so we share the same forum. Our students need to be engaged. I have not written they need to be taught. They need to be helped in syllabus completion. That are by default, nothing new. But in the teaching, they need to be engaged. For what? Learning themselves, not only depending on our notes. In fact, giving notes is not right because we are not making them learn, but only graduate with marks. And they need to earn their degrees. They need not get degrees. Why to get? We have to earn the degrees. That's what I tell to faculty. If we speak in the class that I have earned, like in my case, I have earned my PhD from GB Pant University, the first agriculture university of India at Pantnagar in Uttarakhand. I feel, wow, yes, I have earned my degree. And that translates in my action also, not only in my tone of the voice, but also in my action. And I'm reaching, the law of physics works there. I'm reaching to students. The same positivity, it reaches to the students. Just one line, it matters so much. So these students also need to be happy and grow. Some of you may disagree. You may say that no, Pratima, already they are quite happy. In fact, they're trouble. They are always in fun. That means they are not well directed. They are not in in harmony with us. So many of the students, if we just explore, they are not. They are into high anxiety or depression also. So we may have elements of goodness and evilness. More important for us is to work on their goodness. This is the baseline. And let's talk. I must appreciate the one of the finest scientists which this world has produced in Mr. Albert Einstein. And not only for the laws which he has given, but you know what? He's beautifully spoke about inner balance, inner in engineering, inner balance, which actually is our whole existence is resting. And it is our morality of the actions which actually gives us dignity of life. Some young people will have reservations to accept because they will say today, we need to do a lot of manipulation to reach this, that, XYZ. But the beauty is that whatever we do, as we age, as we progress in life, the holistic or the completion is something which we all urge for. So why not have those ideas and values imbibed in us? So kindly think why this FDP is happening through AICT. Why? Mechatronics could have done something on their domain specific FDP. No, still they ventured into this, and AICT did not give them one but two rounds or two phases of funding. Why? Because that's the value of in today's time for both teachers and students. And students, if at all they're taught the subject, professional ethics or engineering ethics and human values, they score and they pass and they do not actually follow. You know what I mean? Again, it has restricted use. So please see, we do a lot of things. We do social interaction through our classes. We do a lot of intellectual. In fact, this is the main thing which we tend to do. We do a lot of physical work also. But what we need to do are, you can see in the remaining aspect I have tried to write, something which is on emotional front, something on spiritual, and something on moral. If not spiritual, let it wait for some time. But emotional and moral, we can immediately do. This is the area where FDP is resting through this FDP, through this forum, and it is emotional intelligence which will help this aspect of morality to be introduced in the lifestyle. Okay, so the question marks need to be made full stop by our own changes, by our own acceptance, by our own appreciation of this finer skills which human beings require today. And like last time I was saying that the best examples have been in our Indian soil only. So scientists come, the best president which this country has had in Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam or Atal Bihari Vajpayee, one of the finest leaders, ethical leader in a few years back also you have seen his work. So wonderful aspect. And the smile is coming on my face because if you read about him, you feel we can do wonders at the level of prime minister when we have so many different parties sitting as opposition also. He could take all together and still go ahead. And wonderful transformation he attempted. Perhaps there is nobody who can say Well, I'm not touched from Vajpayee's work. No, no. We all have unified action saying that, wow, Vajpayee. And I'm sure you just Google him and you will find the huge reserves of the knowledge through his, be it oratory, be it poet in him, be it leader in him, be it one of the country's best sons in him. Great. But if we just talk about today's time, that we just see a lot of challenges happening. We are, many of us, our students, we see youngsters, young professionals, we see they're casual about morality or ethics, casual about values, casual about character aspect. They are okay in the sense that what I'm trying to show face on the social media, what actually I am. We can show, our youngsters may show wonderful thing on the social media, but we may not be actually happy. I'm congratulating somebody on Facebook or Insta or LinkedIn, but actually I'm not happy. Do you think that will go in a positive way or long term? No. So they are actually, they need more of leadership navigation to help them out, and that exactly the so-called moral decadence has to be helped. It is unfortunate part that we are witnessing a lot of decaying of the systems. But another aspect is that we are technologically hugely progressive. And you see, we are having 5G very shortly. The technology aspect, automation aspect, artificial intelligence has penetrated our lifestyle, right? From simple our searches or our food of choice, everywhere AI is there. It is important to talk of morality all the more. Once again, acknowledgement to AICTE under the Ministry of Education, Government of India, to come forward and invite teachers, institutions, departments to take up such sessions to deal with good aspects of being the final human being. Right. So let's come to the mainstream of the discussion, and let's talk how exactly we see the youth of today are into. I mean, like, I have done a lot of review work to come to these small interconnected arrows, what you can see. And these images are telling, all thanks to Google Images, these images are telling about the confusion or sometimes the overwhelming response which these they have in their own mindsets, our students. Now, before I elaborate on this, may I please know, is my reach happening? Am I being, what I'm trying to say, am I able to reach to all of you? Am I adding value to your time? Any comments on that from any participant? It will be great. I really wish some of you say something on this. Anybody? So that I know where am I moving. Be frank, be free. We all are teachers, and remember you are important. Yeah, anybody? Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
You're making no sense, man, for me
Pardon?
personally, but you're making more sense here.
Okay, okay, great.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you so much. I hope others also resonate same. Otherwise, you let me know, please. And Mr. Harish is there. Anybody can even put in text or as a comment so that we can right away, I can take the input and try to be better. Please, because we are in virtual mode. You can see my faces. I'm unable to see your faces. So it's good, without saying also face makes lots of statements, right? Or lots of thoughts. So that is something which when we talk, and I'm sure you all also face when we teach in online, that limitation we do have. So like I tell to the students also, please let me know if you want me to be better. And that's exactly with that humility I'm telling you. So let any point of time you can just unmute and tell also. It will be great. Okay.
Madam,
Yeah, something?
as of now, there is no such negative comments or any comments which has come
Okay,
up. And as and when if it comes up, I will pass on to you.
great. Yes, yes. Thank you, Harish. Thank you. Okay, so let's move further and please see, let's decipher what exactly students are into present time. And today's students who are technologically in very advanced I should say, in gadgets, in overall apps, in overall reach, and they learn very fast. You will understand. And the way they all are digital natives, this word I'm trying to say, because most of you and me, we are, all of us who are in 30 plus age come to this, that we have adapted to this new technology, be it on smartphones, be it on digital tools, be it on teaching and learning, be it, you just name it. And so we are still not that comfortable or that confident what our younger generation is. So those people are, we say, are digital natives who are born with the technology and the phones in their hand. We have taken the phone later on, right? So we are immigrants. So when this difference of digitization is there, so difference of understanding will also be there. So we may feel something for students which actually they may not mean, but we may also feel and even start concluding and being judgmental. We may draw that students do not respect, they are not careful, they want ready-made things, they don't want to work hard, XYZ and more. But if at all you decipher, if at all we want learning capacity in students, we need to really create an environment in which they are ready to learn. They are ready to absorb. They are ready to be challenged intellectually, I'm saying. Not, hey, you, can you do this? Can you just climb this wall? Not that challenge I'm mentioning, right? So what I'm trying to say, all these kids are today's time, they are individualistic. Let's appreciate it. They have individualism. Remember, I was saying that they all need to be happy and they need to be given forum to grow and learn. They are individualistic. They are different. They are heterogeneous, true, but they are individualistic. And all thanks to digital world, they are socially involved, much more than me or you. They are socially connected. So I've tried to show you with all these signs, and I'm sure likes or loving or smileys, emojis, all they try to express very fast than us, and they are experimented. Beat technology, beat vehicle, beat learning style, they are experimented. That's a very beautiful thing which we can harbor. And because of the fast things around them, because of the mechanization as well as digitization in their life, they have a lot of anxieties in their life. There is our role comes. So our role is not only to teach, but to help them in their anxieties. It doesn't mean we have to increase our load, not at all. We ourselves need to team up with our co-teachers and decipher in a simpler way what is life, what is the value of education, what is the value of degree, what is the value of self-learning, or being ethical and moral. Our job is done, and we need to enact ourselves. We need to be in actions. So half of the job is done. But the best part which we have to address ourselves is that our students need, youth needs navigation. They may say, I'm on my own, but there is a time that they need navigation. So we can come to help them this question marks and all. We can help them to remove this question marks of what is right or wrong, or, not to be done or to be done, and things alike. So our role is much beyond parents. And believe me, till today, parents have limitation, and many of us must be parent. My experience says that the role of a parent is limited in front of teachers. So we all are lined up here are teachers, so we can really do a lot of things. And through this diagram, I'm trying to tell you the whole focus of life revolves around these five important values. Be it loving. When I say love, most of the young students will understand love with the opposite to gender. No, I'm not. I mean, like that's the gap which comes for them. This word is so underutilized or overutilized in different connotation. It is love of life, love of fellow human beings, love of nature, love of relationships from home to institution. So I will just revisit this diagram. But these five, today, a lot of manipulation, cheating, and all can be spoken, or taking the recommendation and getting jobs, or bribing and getting jobs, are all examples of just other way around, going the graph of actual human development going down. That's not the advantage of technology which we are looking forward to. Otherwise, please see if this is not true, why this FDP is happening in two phases for 30 days. I was pondering this morning also 30 days. It's a huge period. And imagine 6 hours in these 30 days. So 180 hours of spending time, even if 150 hours have been productive. Can you imagine 150 hours, what it means, what wealth it means in itself? So taking these points into view, let's accept that our students are capable of a lot of good things beyond doing or in technology. Much beyond that, they are capable of being generous or hold solidarity and loyalty. They may not show, maybe they are misnavigated. That's why they are into different direction. Our role as teacher is to bring them in a cohesive way. Are you seeing my hand movement? We need to bring them in a cohesive way and take it further. So let's add meaning in their learning towards universal human values. Let's add meaning. That meaning cannot be added by when a teacher is only focusing on syllabus, be it theory or lab, or doing accreditation work, or doing departmental activities, and doing less of connects or contacts with the student community. Do you know one word of late I have learned? One word is connect and one word is contact. So we have many contacts today in our phone. be it any kind of app, be it for Facebook or LinkedIn or Insta or in our phone directory also. But actually speaking, through this gadget, how many connects we have is to be seen rather than contacts. Contact is very easy. I have seen people with 2,000 plus contacts still very feeling lonely or being alone. So contacts, let's teach our students. Contacts is don't chase contacts and likes. Don't chase. What you need to chase is that what actually you are developing and what you're trying to share in the digital platform. So please see, our students need to be trained and addressed on some behavior which is ethical and into terms of which is deciphering code of ethics. So I'm sure all the students, all of us know our students are learning this ethics in one semester, be it autonomy or in affiliation system. One semester is devoted, one course is devoted on this. But unfortunately, when they tend to take it only for graduating or passing or scoring, it becomes of less meaning. But the beauty then how to do the beauty is that if we have awareness events like right now, and one kind of awareness event is happening, and we also bring them into our own action. A teacher who is drawing PhD by own efforts, not outsourcing the work, is the best example of action I can tell you right away. So those teachers who have worked for their own PhD can be wonderful teachers in the classroom also because they'll be hardworking, smart working, intelligent, time managers, ethical, no plagiarism. See how many points we can draw. Ability to communicate, stand for your own self, not being sold or those kind of things. And to so that's the beauty of teachers following in ethics in action, right? Or in promotions happening, the HOD taking care in the way the leadership will help her or him in choosing the right candidate for promotion, not because of any biasness and all are all ethic aspects only. So when the environment in the department or the institution is like that, it becomes so easy for the students community to absorb in the 4 year stay. But when they see themselves deviation and subject being taught as professional ethics, so even if they don't laugh at our face, at back they have right to laugh or make fun of us. So it's important. And this road of ethics have more of speed breakers, undoubtedly, but the road is not that bad. If you want to zoom with the car moving in fifth gear, it's difficult, but it is rewarding to walk the path which is at the end giving us high satisfaction and meaning to our life rather than filling our purses. That's my take, and that's the reason I'm speaking today in this session also. And this I have done it, and that's another reason. I'm right now on my own. That's another reason. So for me also, speaking is so easy, but after doing that, I'm saying after doing that. Okay, so our children need to gain confidence also because only talking of ethics will not help them. So we need to make holistic individual and confidence for not only subject but for life. And you see, those children will shine as stars in the years to come. They will come back at wonderful alum or alumni and contribute back also. So again, institution gains, right? So permit me to say one word. I have added the word life here. So they need to face situations in life. Many people who have been highly successful, if they have not tasted failure, they have collapsed in life. Just Google this term and you will see it for yourself. So we need to make our students ready for tomorrow. We need to make them ready for failures. And this 10 months of COVID has taught wonderful people who are into business how they have just taken now a plunge. Some of them who understood failure before the COVID, they could sustain. Others are either losing temper, losing patience, and you understand what I'm saying. Those things are happening in their houses. It's not going that good. So we never know. Life is very typical. All the smoothness can be changed in one day. So we need to get ready. And I have only seen in my own father's younger sister. Her husband was walking wonderfully, and one day suddenly he was no more. There was very big casualty which costed his life. The lady who was in such comfortable position, who never worked for masters, because earlier, this I'm telling 30 years back, they never wondered. I mean, like I come from a community where normal girls will be taken for study and get married and settle. That's all. But I'm so fortunate. My dad always wanted. Till today, he says, "Be on your own." So that was another reason that I saw my own aunt suffering a lot because suddenly, when the support system was gone unexpectedly, she took 2 years to collect herself and do something of her own. And that perhaps all youngsters are the children like us at that time. I was a university student first year. I still remember, and most of us learned the lesson of life to be independent, economically, I mentioned. And we cannot be if we are not capable. And when there are failures in life, that's just normal part. So we need to stand, uphold ourselves. Their values help a lot. If we have less values, we can collapse it very easily. Otherwise, we'll be what we say sturdy. Can you see my body language? They will be sturdy like this. That's exactly can happen. So that's the in summarization, a purposeful holistic education when we can do in action. So let's see some dimension which I've tried to write in two parts, one for teachers, one for students. When we say the teacher's role, what today in values it is, till until we are talking about in carrying professionalism, we being professional, be it communication, be it intellectual knowledge, be it way to talk, be it way to behave, also valuing co-human beings and nature. So it goes much beyond syllabus. And if we are comfortable with UHV term, and we can instill lifelong learning in students with very important element, taking United Nations aspect also on sustainability. That's why I've shown in green color. Sorry, I've used much more color just to show you the meaning. Three colors for teachers, another three colors for students. So I have put a beautiful asterisk in sunshine star, and that's for us that we need to carry professionalism. Once we have, it is easy to bring that to students. So the journey is only from here to here, and certainly something we get in return also. That's by default. So what I'm trying to say is that this aspect of students is beautiful, that students become responsible. They give and earn respect. Very important word. Today, many teachers I hear that they often say, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಈ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, this teaching and learning, teaching is so tough. ಯಾಕೆ? We don't get any respect. We are not, they will not even stand when we enter. So let's decipher why. These Gen Z, they believe we are equal. So actually, I'll tell you my own story. I had a problem as HOD when some of them used to continue sitting. This is I'm telling you in the 2014-15 time, 5-6 years back. So what happens is that I used to feel this is honestly I will not lie. I used to feel they are not all are not respecting me. That first feeling. Second, how come we always used to stand for our teachers? Why these children are not even standing? Later, again through some of wonderful interactions or sessions only. That time there was no webinar for obvious reason, but we were more on face to face. We were taught that simply standing is not a mark of respect. Actually, respect can be as seen in many other actions of students. So I really absorbed that, and I went to the class, started going to the class next time, and I used to start wishing, "Good morning, all. Hi, good afternoon, all." And within a week of such practice, I saw most of them responding much better than before when I was expecting them to wish me. Live example, my own example. So our failures give us new dimension. And I could tell to my all, being HOD, I could tell to all my younger colleagues that this is what. And slowly, most of them opened up, yes, ma'am, even we face this problem. Some were less, some were more. But if at all we are respected, if at all we are teaching, if at all we are feeling something for them in a positive way to build them up, if at all we are giving them something beyond syllabus, there is no doubt we will not be respected. We are respected. Even if it is not in namaste, good morning, and all that, we are. And even if we meet them on the road, the eyes will tell whether we are being respected or not. Yes, I mean it. So we also want commitment, right? And yes, we do get this quality already. But tolerance, because of the instant zamana, is very less now. So that's exactly the reason human values are being spoken through curriculum. So again, appreciation for the ministry or for the thinkers or the social scientists which we are working behind the curriculum development beyond engineers for technical education. So be it compassion, understanding, tolerance, all is important. Finally, we want them to become a good citizen, right? But the list is not this much. List talks about many other things and some interesting part I want to show on green. That's why I am showing you through this diagram. We really have to tell them about humility. So humility doesn't mean that HOD is always wished by a team, but even HOD wishing the team is also a humility aspect. So is for the other designations. You can understand. So I exemplified when I wish first to students is that I'm humble or I'm in humility and valuing human, not that only rich people have to be valued. So I often have told in my own to the students that don't show off your parents' money. It is still better to show off your money. First, showing off is not good. Still, if at all you are showing your BMW, kindly that is your dad's or your mom's or together. Don't show off that. come to this, and I have given some assignments for that inclusivity or bringing them the value of money. And I'll just exemplify one which was very successful. Initially I was laughed by students. The assignment was that the spending can be only 10 rupees. 2016, I still remember. Only 10 rupees, and some of them heard me wrong. They thought ma'am must be saying 100 rupees. I said no, 10, 1 ten, 10 rupees. And you need to go to a recycler and get the waste, anything, any material which is recycled, and get something and make something useful in that. That was one assignment. When they go, they see the working condition of those people in hazardous environment. That was first learning. Value of 10 rupees or father's money or mother's money, and making it much more useful. And they developed teaching aids on the subject which I was teaching, microbiology. That's exactly I'm trying to tell you. Human worth, worth of money, worth of labor, and dignity, which is just written next to that. Another important aspect, their list is very big. I'm sure you are reading of your own. It is also on respecting others' rights. It's not that I am bigger, I'll take first. Right. Standing in a queue and taking. The best leaders you would see, even Mr. Ratan Tata, I want to exemplify. The living legend that even if he's in a queue, there's no point that, we can just break the queue because I'm such a renowned person and I'm treated higher. No. So in most of the religion, it is taught that all are equal. Valuing for not bargaining. I'll just giving an example. Not bargaining from a vegetable vendor is the best way. Why we psychologically think before we start talking, he will be cheating me. That's a thought. If we create, it's a very negative approach. We are all well off. In fact, I often tend to buy vegetables from a lady vendor. She's working hard. She may not even drink and spend money and waste our money, but she'll be working for her family. So I often tell guys, please buy, never bargain from the lady vendor. Even if you're paying 5 rupees extra, you are much in a better position. Have respect for her profession. And if possible, offer her a glass of water if she has come in your household. Today, Corona time is different. With mask, talk, but don't bargain for the talking. 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 8 rupees when we bargain, it hurts. And same of us when we cannot bargain in big brands what we eat or buy. There, yestaitu, we tend to pay. So that's the approach. What is the reason behind? All of us want, command, respect, and the power of money. Oh, I saved this much. See, so often it is told a vendor who is asking some money, even if it is extra, they will not become rich, but they will be helped. I agree. Many of us, including me, I have seen many men. I'm so sorry. I'm not being biased, but if they tend to drink, we feel very bad for the family suffering and all. So at least explore and help lady vendors who are selling simple things. For a few hundred rupees, they have just brought so much and they're selling. Let's not bargain. I do see my co-ladies bargaining. What to say? I do see that, and we feel wow, 2 rupees then kadme ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Sorry. Please try bargaining in big joints for eating pizzas and all. Let's see. 10 rupees, 1 rupee also try to bargain. That's something. So the moment we understand the value of self, followed by family, society, and overall nature, that's the exactly universal aspect of being a human. If somebody only thinks about self, maximum family, you can imagine the reach is so limited. So we need to tell our students, keep on, as you grow in the age, keep on increasing. Some of our students are very good nature lovers. Appreciate them openly in the class is another very easy way to bring this concept in the class. I often say, no, the concept of know your students becomes very important. I'm just coming to that. Please see what all we are telling, or I'm trying to tell, it's all a part of new education policy also. Please refer page number 11 and 12 in the 40-page document. In fact, I have saved and I often refer to it, which is talking about character building or creating holistic approach and well-rounded individuals. That exactly is this FDP resting upon. So remember, I was mentioning we will try to visit this diagram. A diagram which I, thanks to Google Images on this again, that the beautiful flame of life is there, originating from the center, resting on the five important aspects. And let shown by children or young children or child, then let this remain till life. So be it love, which is in form of empathy, kindness, and all, you can see it. Non-violence is not that. I'm sure many of you will agree. Today we see young boys just fighting in parking only, be it for space of parking or for the common, somebody they're chasing commonly. This is so unfortunate part that our tolerance is going so down, and my big vehicle, my better bike will be parked here, there, and all that. There's stabbing also happening. So this was never earlier. So what is the value of growing so much in technology when we are unable to contain life with peace and happiness? Right? So value for religion, universal compassion, all that is there. And I think I'm sure you understand with peace being calm not only in talking. Like right now, I'm in mental peace and I'm able to reach to you. This peace, internal peace. And very important for professional world is right conduct, duty boundness, not misusing resources of the institution or nature, and behavior with cooperation. Certainly punctuality and all is there. And the toughest word today is truth. So I keep it there. I leave it for the fifth dimension for you all to explore yourself. Because truth doesn't mean only speaking truth, but also am I knowing myself? Am I being actually fair in correcting blue books to final? There are teachers who finish evaluating books, the semester and examination book within 2 minutes. The university has put a 3 minute gap, and I have seen in evaluation center that some of them will be busy. They have evaluated, just scrolled, and they have evaluated the answer. Remaining 1 minute, 2 minutes, they are scrolling the phone. Is it being truth? Please ask yourself. So teachers on this origin who are working only for number of papers, how much I evaluated, it is so painful. And collectively, such actions are making results wrong, valuation wrong, re-evaluation happening. Look at the child; he has lost trust that whatever I write best. See, can you just know what I'm speaking in 2 minutes? Please tell me. 2 minutes, 120 seconds. Sorry. And I had a problem that I used to take 15 minutes also. So I used to feel, a little suffocated. Where am I sitting? My neighbor, a much younger teacher than me, is evaluating such fast and going for a tea, in between comfortably the evaluation only by the content of the answers if we are evaluating. Where are we? Ask ourselves, just, can such teachers be actually respected in classroom? Namaste, sir. Namaskara, sir. Namaskara, madam. Good morning. All that. Please tell what is the use. So truth is facing with courage. There are episodes where I had to tell to my reporting officers that, no, sir, this is not right. And even in one instance, I was told, what are you going to say to the higher authority? You may lose job. I said, fine, sir, my resignation is ready. Because you cannot kill your inner conscience. And nature will, karma will help in all positivity. Some patience and some courage is required. Okay, I hope I'm not boring, but I became emotional while talking. The reason being that this is actually happening in life. So if at all we draw the human dimension of the mind, let's make our children move in this dimension of not over dominance, but having pride, joy, love, and not having guilt. So they should not be over dominating or neither be submissive. This hostility or being very violent, autonomy is not for institution. This autonomy is for us. So too much autonomy will give very easy anger. Some of the top officers you will see they feel so autonomous that suddenly they can shoot their emotions as anger. So you understand leadership, as I often tell when I meet principals, I tell very important is leadership role. To become HOD, to become principal, to become general manager, to become project lead are so important designations. Lot we should invest in these people because one person is taking care of 10, 20, 25, 80 people. How important is that one person? So that exactly I'm trying to say. So please, whatever happens, please let's lead by example, not by it's written in front of you. What I'm trying to say. I hope it is visible, not by force. Force anybody can lead. Bosses lead by force, but leaders lead by example. So that's exactly I'm trying to tell in this aspect. Any questions till now? We have already crossed mid of the way. Any questions till now? Feel free. Any disagreement? Question may not be what or how. Question can be also disagreement. In fact, in India, we hardly disagree. We often say yes, yes, yes. Arey, come, share. It's okay. We all are teachers. Because I'm coming to some how to walk this talk. I'm coming to that. So if at all any uh, questions are there, I'll be more than happy to take at this point of time or any point. So I'm just switching over the windows. Yeah. Anybody?
One faculty has posted a
Come, come.
question.
Yeah. Very nice.
Getting respect from our faculties, sorry, and the students, fellow students. It is difficult these days.
Yeah.
Same what you actually
It is
have spoken
difficult.
about just some time.
It is difficult because getting respect will take time. Getting respect will first we have to go for self awareness, self motivation, ourselves. Knowing, valuing ourselves first. That's the most important. Then enacting the right way. It will be tougher way, but it will be a rituous way. It will take certain time to know, for you to know me, and I may take at least a month or two or a semester so that my students understand what is Pratima all about. So I may not get respect in my first semester, but if at all I maintain my dignity of personality, of intelligence and emotions, I'm sure I'm going to get respect as we move ahead. But if we immediately want respect by virtue of appointment as a teacher, I'm so sorry, we may not be in the right direction. That was when we were students, by default we respected. But technology, whatever, please remember, whatever we teach, everything is here in this tool. So why should they come to learn from us when better than us are YouTube channels present? Content is in MOOCs, content is in open resources which are freely available. So what am I giving extra? Pratima should ask herself. What am I going to give extra for? By virtue of that, they should come to my class. Am I making it simpler? Am I making it more interesting? Am I making it interactive? Am I making it participative? Any way? Am I encouraging? Am I appreciating? Or am I bombarding with my words? Hey, you, shut up. See this language. Hey, you, what are you doing when I'm speaking? Don't talk. See this language. More than language, see the tone. Unfortunately, India is one country where a teacher is appointed without knowing about the teaching skills, but only because of the degree. But I'm sure many others will join the bandwagon, where ability to teach is more important than the content, because whatever content we are going to teach is already available today, unlike in our time. So getting respect is much more tougher than what yesterday's teachers got. Till today, my teacher on Facebook I respect a lot because that's what is my culture. But when the time is changing, culture also changes. Still today, there are teachers whose classes have never been bunked. And I am one HOD, I can tell you, and I was not that teacher. My younger colleague was the teacher. And even if they are in shopping mall, they used to say, this sir's class, ma'am, we will not miss, we will come back. Can you imagine? They have bunked other teachers' class. 2 o'clock afternoon in April, when it is quite summers, they have come and they have attended the class. I knew it. So in today's time also, many are getting respect. But yes, the numbers are less. And so we need to be very, very prudent and strong to do great for our personalities and our career. Teachers are responsible for respecting their profession. That's another dimension I want to add. Dr. Savita is asking, ma'am, can we really do something so that all our children, our students can bring us the best future? Yes, absolutely, collectively. My mentor, B.K. Shivani says very rightly, why to worry for others? Just you do your correct thing. Even if your friends are laughing at you. When I left a high-paid job, there were many of my colleagues, they were laughing at me. And I am into profession of pedagogy now from last 3 years. After training 10 teachers, if one teacher also improves, Pratima says to herself, good job, Pratima, good job. Because to me, one teacher will meet 60 students. 9 did not. 9 came for certification. What to do? Should Pratima stop because of that one? And what is one? 10%. I have failed. If passing mark is 35, I have failed. But in human learning, in human development, there is no failure. There is no failure. You know, when Mr. Harish was reading my profile, one line he mentioned that the teaching learning center, which I wanted to take the idea, I used to travel 30 kilometers. The reason being that my dream was being fulfilled. And if at all I wanted to reach there, I wanted to establish the center for the betterment of faculty as well as students community. So when I entered that institution, Global Academy of Technology, and I see with pride, when I entered, I took minimum two-digit figure. Can anybody tell what is the minimum smallest two-digit figure? Very easy question, very funny question. You will be laughing at me. Yes, it is 10. If 10% faculty also I can touch upon, my job is done. And the answer I got was much more than 3 times, honestly. So we cannot take here first class with distinction to change because Pratima took so many years to change. Still, I'm changing, I'm learning, I'm improving. Yes, Dr. Savita, you are very right. If at all we do meditation, such changes are much easier in us rather than expecting them to change. So, meditation is a good tool in which you try to clean up your thoughts and bring more oxygen And my domain, I'll tell, when more oxygen is there, the reach of the mind is higher, and mind can think better. And I take deep breathing so that more oxygen flows in my blood vessels inside. So it's better. Yes, absolutely. Wonderful point, Dr. Savita. I will come to emotional intelligence, I would have told, but you have told before time. Very nice. Claps for you. Very good. So please see, do not wait for others to change, then I will change. That's very, very, very short vision. What we say, narrow mindedness. Have the vision, can I be a good teacher? Let others make fun. I know within a year or two, I mean, like maximum 4 semesters, your rapport will be established of being a wonderful teacher. After graduating, your students will come. And I'll tell you a very simple test for yourselves. I test myself also. Any teacher's day, if they just wish us, not by saying happy teachers day, the graduate students, students who are all in our internal marks and attendance category, they will wish us, no big deal, don't count that number, only count the numbers, how many older students, the batches which you have taught 1 year before they graduated, 5 years they graduated, for my age 20 years back. I am very happy. My some of the students who are in touch with me, my first batch was the year 2000, 21st year is running. When they wish me, I said, yes, Pratima, you did something. Their children are a little younger than mine. You can understand. I only was a student of PhD when I started teaching. So I feel, wow, I'm very happy. That's why teachers can know their value. What are they valued after their students graduate, not during. Happy Teachers Day with a chocolate or a pen today is a meaning that, ma'am, take care of me, sir, take care of me. It could be respectful also, certainly. So if at all many graduated students wish, along with your current students, you are doing wow. You just be very happy and gift yourself. Yes, let me come to the dimension. I am one person who also says that, you can give prizes yourself to yourself. Why your HOD only should award you? She or he may be busy, they would have overlooked. Don't mistake them. As HOD, we have many jobs to do. So come on to the point where you can really see them. First, see yourself. And I have given prizes to myself in 5th September. More than birthday, I give importance 2 days. 5th September, as well as the day I started my career. To me, it was 16th March. These are two important days for me, not birthdays. Birthdays is credit of my parents, not mine. But these 2 days, your day of career starting, to me, this is Pratima's view. I may be wrong. Sorry, apologies. My hands are up. I surrender. But the point I'm trying to make is that if your graduate students are wishing, already graduated in offices, in labs, you please pat your back. Are you seeing my body language? That's the trying I'm trying to reach to you. Great. Thank you, Savita. Many comments you have written. Thank you so much for your observation. I appreciate it. Coming back to the slides, like this, any point, challenge me, disagree, all fine. To me, you are important because I'm talking to teachers. So can you imagine what responsibility I'm having right now? If I just speak something which I want and I'm not reaching to you, I will say it was a waste attempt, even if it is good slides. How does it matter? And I enjoy making my slides. I spend some good time on the slides because when what feeling I have when I make slides, I'm making for the teachers. The zeal comes forward. With the body language, you can make it now. So the easiest, some of the ways I have tried, I think I'll go a little faster now. We can bring such topics in curriculum. That's first easiest thing. But if I do, as a teacher, if I do not have bent of mind, everything will be waste. It will be just for credit or marks. So let's bring some innovative means to reach our students on these aspects. The first way is being ethical, being a courageous teacher, being sustainable teacher. See what value we have. Organize some events for imbibing such values repeatedly, not once in a semester. And this why one teacher should do, the whole department teachers, spend 10 minutes on such activities. In your sessions of classes, have 2 minutes for on such talk by your students. That's also an activity. Why to wait for a student development program for that? Counsel their needs. Believe me, there are a lot of needs of emotions which are unaddressed. They may show, "Paravagiಲ್ಲ sir, ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ." Actually, it may not be true. So just attend to their needs. How? I'm coming to that also. Best ways, customize the mentoring needs. So, and I'm sure the other two, more of community. Many colleges are doing wonderful community service. Believe me, at my previous job at Global Academy, Department of Electronics, one teacher, she used to really take students for community service. Some students out of 100 too have cried also when they saw the pathetic condition of people. They told, "Madam, thank you so much." Madam, Munche. They used to think that everything is very easy as their lives are. So when they saw the tough of resources, actually live she has taken. Obviously, it is pre-pandemic time, so let vaccination come, then only plan. But this is very true. So really, there are some teachers who are very humane. HUMANE, not human. We all are human beings. Being humane, NE, is wonderful thing for department. And one activity, three section, 100 students came out of 180 because bus capacity also was limited. Two buses were allotted, and they did a great job. And they contributed only 50 rupees per child. 50, what is 50? Tell me, biscuits and all they took, they distributed. That is the power to understand others' life. So community is very important. AICT also speaks about good universities. Everybody is speaking about this community. Now suddenly I'm bringing a shift in your minds, and I'm coming to the accreditation where each teacher has worked very hard for getting accreditation. Right? I have very high regards for teachers, especially younger teachers, assistant professors, associate professors. My God, how much you work for accreditation. Okay. Now, all of you know about POs, right? First to PO1 to PO5 is domain specific PO. And the soft POs or are in front of you. They are not soft by touching, but they are soft in terms of they are non-domain specific. So can you see the theme of the FDP going on is being touched upon by PO8, PO9, PO10, and certainly by PO12. Most of us are very poor in mapping lifelong learning. Why? Because we do not have activities which can be correlated. That's the crux of the matter. When you go for next level of MBA, have some community or activity based way which you can map also. See another outcome I'm trying to show you. And one of the easy way to do a lot of things is on being emotionally intelligent. I hope you have pen and paper. Kindly take this word and write being emotionally intelligent. So many of us have won gold medal also. Incidentally, I also have won gold medal from my university. But earning gold medal or topper in MTech or PhD or best thesis award cannot assure that we are emotionally intelligent. And it's a skill today. It is a skill. It was a skill, but it was not much rested. So very simple mathematics is in front of you. Your IQ with EQ will give success. That's the new definition of success. So only medals and marks will not give success. So tell your children this is a plus. Very powerful plus is here. And when can we tell our children? See, to me, children mean students. I'm sure you also use that vocab. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I love this word rather than students, students, students. It looks very plastic. Children. I have told as HOD, 9 to 5, I'm your mother. More than your mothers, I know what you are doing. I have told this vocabulary, this line in my department. 9 to 5. And that is 8 hours. It's a huge time. Obviously, lunch hour, I didn't know what they were doing, where they were eating, but sometimes I had to check the bus. Are they eating very well or not? So, fine. It's important because it talks about overall health. Please appreciate it. So, you all are smart teachers. So, I can take it easily to tell you the important domains of EI are in two parts within me and beyond me. Intera, please see the word intera is one word. Interpersonal and interpersonal. There was a time when we had put hyphen in between. The hyphen is gone. It's one word now. Intera. Sorry, the English. Sometimes I bring English dimension also in teaching. I'm so sorry. Please excuse me for that. But the meaning is that only interpersonal, even in me. So what are the dimensions? Am I aware of myself? The toughest thing is here. Can I manage myself? And am I motivated? Many of the teachers will say, ma'am, no need to work. My HOD not even will notice what good I'm doing. My principal has not even seen what I have done. Some HODs also have told. But if at all we are self-motivated, we will not wait for external environment to pep our energies up. It will not be required. So what is required for others beyond me is, do I understand others? Empathetic. Empathy is not sympathy. I mentioned the community service, their sympathy element was there, which led to empathy. What are my younger teachers, as HOD, what are my younger teachers feeling? What are their growth needs? Am I empathetic? Or how I'm managing relationship. Many of us are very good on social media, very nice, we appreciate, but internally if I'm not appreciating, so there is no much use. Law of physics works there. What I think, I transmit. And what I transmit, others catch it. So if I think negative, I will transmit negative and others will catch. So actually my aura will reduce. So if I think positive, I transmit, I speak same and reach. This is so easy to tell, but it is little difficult to do. But nothing to worry because life is with, as Mr. Ratan Tata says, life should go hard like heartbeat. So please accept plus and minus, plus ridges and furrows, accept. Please. Don't expect very straight line, positive slope, 45-degree, agalla. That is very hypothetical. So start with 10-degree slope, then 35-degree, then 70-degree also you will reach. 90-degree, don't expect, please. That is only hypothetically true. This is life. This is not AI. That what command you give, what coding you give, you got the program done. Sorry. Life program is with many other things also. I hope I'm not boring. In case I'm boring, immediately text. Mr. Harish will help me to know. Feel free. Am I boring? Pratima, you are boring. You can write it. Pratima, you are okay or interesting. You can write it. See, till until why am I asking? Are you noticing why I'm asking intermittently this question? Because in my mind and heart, you are important. If I have to just finish a talk, I can just finish it like that. No, my psychology says no. Teachers are very important, and this is FDP. For students are also very important. I often talk to students also in my sessions. I will say, "Am I being okay?" And they pat they write. We have to motivate teachers to write, but students, they pata pata they will write. That's the beauty. That's the difference I'm telling you. It's so fun to work
There
with
are few
younger minds
comments.
also. Yeah, please.
Yeah, there are few comments, and there's a
Yeah.
question also.
Oh, great.
Savita SGG has asked, "Ma'am, can we practice meditation with
Yeah, I
our
answered
children
already
and
this
our
question. Mr. Harish, I answered this question.
and there
Yeah, I
is
had
a
read this.
positive comment she has given you. Very rare teachers speak like you."
Okay, okay. Fine. I think Chitra also mentioned, Dr. Chaitra. Fine. Anybody else has to say something? And my dear teachers, it is, if at all you have to eat or have a cup of coffee right now also, please do that. Don't wait. Feel free. So it's important to be, having energy doses also. So feel free. Any other comment if you want me to be better, I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Yeah. So I think we can go ahead back to the slides. I have to switch over the windows to see. That's why I'm taking Mr. Harish help. Okay, great. So this EI is all about, if at all I can say, if you want promotions in life, in job, go for EI. Because if you want to get job, your marks, certificates will help. So expertise on life is important. Happiness is important because one more thing, some of the young teachers may not totally agree, and I do not blame. It is you are young, that's why you're not agreeing. I respect it. But the beauty is that, and I'm sure what I'm going to say, you will agree that when we are just chasing our material resources and those promotions and all at the cost of inner peace or less satisfaction, we may get good life, wonderful salary, all I agree. But as we start aging, as we touch 35 and above, we will see the changes in the body. So the body cannot accumulate too much of stresses of different kinds, and you will see some kind of lifestyle changes in happening, and some negativity also may happen. I'm saying may. Again, genes will matter, lifestyle, your meditation, as Savita mentioned, all that will be also there. But ensure that you do not accumulate too much of the stresses of about those things and all. You understand what I'm saying? So I say one word: try to win over the stress. And this is not only helping for the job, but also in the home. Today, many people who are staying in home are suffering because of the poor relationships. What to say about that? Where is the job coming there? Please think. So it's about EQ will work for both places. Let's take it. And as we are towards the end, let me tell you, if the teachers are EI, they have high EI. Please see the word high. You will be self-motivated. You will not wait for others. Hey, hing mar dena. No, no, no. You will troubleshoot your problems rather than chasing others' help and all. And you will communicate well without much losing anger. There are teachers who have thrown books in the classroom or they have thrown the students out. Do you think they are high EI teachers? So we need to decipher why. Believe me, the best way is that let your students know your personality traits so that they understand you. Well, some of us start directly teaching and then we start being angry also. Today's children are much different. So let's understand. We are in today's time. We cannot think about yesterday time and try to bring that aspect today. That's not smartness. That's lame excuse. So let's really do take charge of your classes. See, and life also. Have some humor in between. Develop networking. Bring different dimensions in the class. So why I appreciate teachers more because today's teachers are much more difficult doing the difficult job than yesterday's teachers who are retired now. They were in much easier. The way they used to come, we used to listen. Today we are doing much more job. Tomorrow's teachers will do even much more job because everything will be available in soft way. So we have to grow with time. That's what agility is all about. That's what disruption is all about. AI and automation is coming much more in our industry also now. We cannot think about yesterday and think about and plan for tomorrow. Sorry, agal. Let's be practical. So one more advantage is that we have better interaction with students. I'm not saying eat and dine or go movies with students. Sorry, I'm not saying that. Interaction in the gallery, on the online call, on virtual session, all. And we will be responsible for motivating our majority of the students. See, all one more thing, all one teacher cannot motivate all. That's why I believe in team of teachers. When six subjects are being taught by one in semester by teachers, they can collaborate themselves and they can address different needs of different students. But if I work in compartment, then it is difficult. Please accept. Then it is difficult. So you will be more positive and you will spread positivity. That's the beauty. People who spread positivity are also positive in the health also. You will ignite higher order of thinking. You will be more smiling and you'll be happy individuals. So you will have less diseases to come in the future. And as that's why written health indices. So don't have much problem. See, none of us are here, I agree. But let's at least be in the blue chasing green. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But if at all we have low emotional intelligence, forget value teaching and all, we will be argumentative. Our classes will have this sir don't listen. He only speaks. He will not listen. We will blame often others, either younger colleagues or seniors or even students. And often you will see outbursts. So why I brought this dimension, there's another reason. Through this FDP, I'm trying to reach to you. What are the skills for tomorrow? Today, every five years, skills are produced by World Economic Forum. And you see, last 5 years, EI was not even listed. Can you see? But it has directly come on, sorry, it has directly come on the sixth, what should I say, sixth rank. You can see it. Sixth rank it has come. So please see, when it has come in the sixth rank, I'm discarding this annotation. Yeah, now it will be better. Again, I'm doing. So please appreciate it has come here in the sixth rank. I'm sure you're able to see, which was not even there. So please value it more for yourself and for your life and for your students. Another thing, because of this COVID, they have already given next 5 year skill now only. Can you imagine? Otherwise, they should have given in 2024. So please see leadership skills, social influence, resilience, stress tolerance are all skills now, which were these words were not even there earlier. Please see. Every time things are changing. So certainly problem solving is important. Equally important is self-managing and working with others. Are you seeing this? These are type of skills. So this is not my perception. This is the world's perception. So let's go with time. As we are toward the end, can I please talk something about the traps and the aspect when the poet in me brought this aspect that let's avoid the traps because traps creates the gaps and gaps must be capped or let's gap must have gaps. So what else? Let's see. Can you see the tiles I have shown and they all have gaps in between? Can you know it's very difficult to walk, especially when we are in some kind of very heel which has narrow tapering end. It's very difficult to walk such tile. I'm sure all of you will agree. Certainly, ladies will agree. I'm sure gents also will agree. You would have seen this. So gaps are always, the tile with well joined tiles are required. But if at all this is not in the life, also it is the same. Not only in the civil engineering, but also in the life that incomplete information, gaps, incomplete information, and if we draw opinion is one mistake which we can do. Our attitude of ego and mistrust, again, aspect of human values will be again negative. More than ever, the most important thing which even United Nations is talking, let's not think about spreading rumors. Sometimes we do unintentionally. Whatever has come in WhatsApp, immediately send it across. Sorry, wrong. Spend some seconds on that. There are so many comments which I have written, this is fake news, this is fake in the groups. In fact, in some groups, I came out because I found more of fake being circulated, even after telling, raising voice. So at least let me not get negativity. I have come out of the group. And very important is here, my dear teachers, please excuse yourself if you happen to do a mistake. I took a lot of years to learn this. That's why I'm sharing with you, all of you now. Say sorry to yourself also and mean it. So don't carry baggage. What is baggage? Not the baggage. Whenever we walk with luggage, we can't walk very fast. When we carry baggage in the mind, we can't think very fast. And we will be always in some sultan, guilt, depression kinds. Sorry. It's okay to do mistakes. So come on. Let's learn and come up. Let's not repeat the mistake, certainly. And ability to say no. On the face we say yes, in behind we say ayyo tumba kelsa ide yake nange siktu, for example. Sorry, let's not say. So let's bring a rapport again. Rapport building takes time. Don't think these are like commands which will execute and it will be done. This is human intervention. It will take time. That's why HRs are paid so high. Please understand why HRs are paid higher than technical people. This is the reason. So to work with human minds is not easy. To understand, to decipher everyone who all are here together today. I don't know the numbers, that's why I'm not. Otherwise, every one of us are different. If one person has to deal with all of us, can you imagine how much challenging that role is? So we may think it is straight line. Can you see? I've shown all the lines are small line. We may think, but it may much take longer. It is we felt it is straight line, but it may be skewed. So let's have this. Another thing: don't be with the people who gossip. So we call it in human resource development knowledge, we call language, don't be with energy trainers. You will feel tired when we sit with them and have a cup of tea and they talk only negative about others. And on the face, yella chanagide, no use. So away from that. And once you are like that, bring this statements in the class. So enough value education will happen. These are the ways mantras to do because goodness is unlimited. And the best limitation comes when positivity goes off. So have enough positive attitude and go for changes by thinking positive. And certainly remember to take lots of vitamin C because it is COVID time and your body needs immunity. That's why this smiley is through vitamin C. Yeah. So, for all the teachers, our knowledge, our cognitive factor is constant. I assume we all are enough capable. With that, we need thoughts which are right and we should feel things rightly and talk about value based character shaping, the core focus of the FDP. Once these two gears fit in well, we will have a much higher gear, higher speed of moving in by evolving in the right direction and the personalities also, which will be character building. So as I summarize, I talk about upskilling in the core domain. That's one, number one. We are in teaching learning phase. So my subject knowledge is most important. Then learning about the skills, which are just soft skill, equally important is building UHV, universal human values, which I'm sure you are reading what is written. And with that, the green color will show sustainability in our careers. So only you're working with yellow and sustainability may not come. Only with yellow and red, green may not come. Join all the colors to get beautiful green shade of your life. That exactly I mean. Thank you so much, SVCE, Department of Mechatronics, for making me again come and talk in this phase of your FDP to all the wonderful teachers present here. And this thanks is from my heart. I hope I'm able to reach to all of you. And I'm reachable at this email ID. Or if we are syncing in the same thoughts, we could connect on the LinkedIn as well. I wish any question is there. Otherwise, I want to draw your interest for 5 minutes more. Let me see what's the time now. Yeah, we have time, 10 minutes to go. So I invite all of you to explore playing one tool through remote access and log into this in your browsers. You can log into menti.com. Harish, you can just put in the chat so that they can read it. I will switch over the windows now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
just come to Menti and there's a code it will ask. By default, the code is 123456. So overwrite on this code 745056 8. By the way, my intention to make you play or participate per se is to understand what are the various ways which we can draw attention of our students, especially in the online. So I have kept something you can ask or sorry, objectively or even subjective and some true false kind. So just for some light fun, connecting, revising and knowing each other. So I hope you can do that and I switch over the windows. Give me a moment. Menti.com, that's all. Okay, menti.com. Yeah, so I'll also come to my window. And I will just, yeah, I'm loading mine. It will take some seconds, have some patience. And as it gets loaded, I'll tell you. Yeah, thank you, Anil, Mrs. Deepa, thank you. Question is there, some of you moving very fast, so that's great. And you can ask or pose questions here or challenges, anything, any thoughts. You're most welcome. Your voice, please make sure. So let's just interact through this Mentimeter. So menti.com, you have to log in, and to connect, there's a code to connect with each other. It will take some time in my browser, and kindly give some time. Give some time to me.
There's some motion which is loading.
Yeah, Harish, can you put the code in the chat?
Yes, ma'am, I will put it.
Yeah, thank you. By the time when it is, we are getting ready. Any questions, please? Otherwise, we are in the end of the session. Any questions? Any thoughts? Yeah. Yes, he has already put the code. Give me some time. I don't know. Yeah, it is coming now. So let me see how many of us have joined already. And I'm sure you are able to see my screen. Oh, only one has come. What happened? Any difficulty? I wish others also can come. At least there should be some players. I was telling that only. That when I play this with students, the response is within seconds, and I tell them, please wait for me. And when I do with teachers, I tell I have to wait for teachers. It is like that. Yes. Any difficulty also, you please let us know. If we are not willing to play, at least you can write, no, we'll not play. Participate in your views. So if one is there, we'll not play. Otherwise, I would have demonstrated how we can involve students in online teaching. That was another outcome which I wanted to show. Yeah. So if that is the case, Harish, I give the forum back to you if there are no questions also. And more than anything, I'm still, I'm switching over to Windows to see how many of you have come. So, uh, Harish, are you there in the game? Because Mr. Anil Kumar was
Yes,
waiting
ma'am.
already.
Yes, ma'am,
So,
I'm
how many of
here.
you have come actually? It's to me, it is showing only one. That's why
It
I'm
is
asking.
displaying who is the best person in the whole world. First question. Menti
Yes,
University.
but no, but the code also we have given the same code only, na? Yeah,
Yeah, it
1
is the
minute.
same code.
Acha, no, not this is not the code. This is by default code. Code is here 74 50 56 8. I announced it. Please write this code, na? That's why we are not connecting. Oh, I got it. Please, my dear teachers, come to the code. This 1 2 3 4 5 6 is by default code. You have to overwrite on it.
Seven.
74 50. It is on the screen also. Right now, I'm showing to you. That's why it is not connecting. Now I got it. Please come. Put this code 74 50 568. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is the code. It is 7-digit code.
Yeah. I think
Because
now
if we are
we
connected,
can.
I will know the numbers actually. This is a beautiful AI-enabled game, but I cannot see only one participant is with me. Right now it shows. Now 2 came, 3 came. Very good. Teachers, please come fast. Come fast. 3 of you have already come. Again, let's at least have a smallest 2-digit number. Yeah. Can we have it?
I
Your
mean,
participation? 3, only 3. There is no nothing, no judgment happening. So kindly come freely. It's fun, it's that exactly we need to demonstrate something. Now I was telling in action, so I have brought something for all of you through this platform. Now only 2, 3, same 3. Can some more come? I tried my best to motivate, to be honest. Yeah, otherwise because 3 is a small number, we'll not have that fun. That's why I'm not demonstrating. If at all you can come, yeah, join menti.com. Yes, Sarvesh, thank you. Just simple, menti.com. Just log into this and it will ask. Very simple platform this is. Yeah, very good. Some more came. 5, 5, 6. Please come fast. Please come.
so it's not.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 now. The session time was 1.5 hours. So that's all. Anybody else, please? If you have scholars with you, you can call them. Let them also join, even if they are not participating. It will be fun. And don't worry. So what? Participation is half victory. Later on, we have to see right or wrong. Only 5? Should I start or these 5 decide? Should I play or should I not?
Please play this.
We'll play? Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, others can then watch. So as we are playing, you will get questions already. So there are some timer, simple, and you can give the best possible answer. So beyond subject knowledge, important attributes of being a successful teacher are what? Knowledge is constant. 25 seconds for this question. One has already answered. 3 of you have answered. Yes, very good. First question, I had put some more time. Very nice. This is a tool by which we can keep formative assessment, ask whether they're understanding or not, and connect is better. So once connect is better, again, trust building happens. That's the core of the FDP. Yes. So none of you are right. Actually, see the word, all the options you see, each has more best answer is on being adaptive. Today we have to adapt to technology. Like when you're participating now, you are adaptive. Some of you may be using this platform first time. Even I used, when I was attending, I also used first time. So then we learned. So no problem. Don't worry if it is wrong. Just read all the possible questions, answers. Writing skill, it was already. The question is, what is being a successful teacher today, right? Important attributes. The word is are. What do you want now? No problem. So what we'll do, we will see how it comes. So if you want, I'll just demonstrate. We can show with your when leaderboard comes, there's an option you can use or not, and you can create some fun with your scoring. So like this, this is there. I appreciate all 5 who are playing. I have high regards for all of you because you are have sportive nature. Well, the next question, let's see. The next question is here. Let's play quickly. I have given 20 seconds, 25 seconds. You can change. You can keep it 10 seconds to 1 minute or even more also. What is EI? We discussed on EI. So it's important for all the teaching community. Why? Because choose the best answer. Any comment here? I'm trying to move the window. Any others who are watching, you can just put question or your remarks. Let's share your remarks to others. Yeah, last second. Yes, 4 of you answered. Absolutely. What is the answer? I'm so happy. Majority of you are right. It helps in understanding ourselves and help us to work with others. Okay, let's see the next question. So I have demonstrated leaderboard once that I'm not showing, and I'm directly showing you the next question now. this year. So more than us, you may not enjoy that much, but students really enjoy, and the way they come forward. There are many tools: hot potato, Padlet. You can just use any to bring variety in your class. And respect will be more. We were discussing these words. So what are other things? You can, very easy question. All four P's we need to have in different way. Absolutely. The answer is positivity. Positivity. Pride is also there, but positivity, if is there, I'm sure you will get pride as a byproduct. So positivity is more important. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for attempting. Next question we'll go, which is, I think, last but one. Okay. So, okay, leaderboard has come. So this way we can see, we all are same, but students enjoy when they see themselves winning. So sometimes you can use leaderboard, and you can see fastest. Mr. Harish is fastest in this answer. So some motivation is produced in children. That's why I'm showing you this tool. I have a subscribed version of this. In free, we can take only 4 slides, but I'm using more, and I'm using my subscribed version. Yearly, we can do. Okay, so now the last question is in front of you. Sorry, last but one. Best means of to instill professional ethics in students is what? Easy one. I wish all 5 of you are right. Yeah, others, you can put question or your views. Okay. That's I try to reach to all. That's why I'm repeatedly motivating. You can see that is in my nature actually. So please don't mistake me. I wish all please write. 5 seconds to go. Very nice. Please give your answers. Acha, others have come out or what? Okay, only 3 are playing now. See, we can know. We were 5, now only 3 are playing. So I can know if I am taking care, I can know what is happening in my class. All 3 of you are right. Absolutely. When we exemplify ourselves and involve, things go beautifully. Thank you. Thank you. And towards the last, the question is here, which is here. Anybody has played Menti here? You can let us know. The non-domain specific POs can be practically attained how? All of us are from NBA, na? So only 3 choices, you can choose the best possible answer. Yes, please answer. 10 seconds to go. The timer is such that first it gives you question to read, then it starts the clock. That's another advantage. I don't know why 2 people left. No problem. So involving students' activities, yes, absolutely. Thank you. But one has not answered this question. Okay. Achha, one has answered this. Okay, no problem. Our views. So please see the next one is subjective. And Harish, the host has won, I think, or Sarvesh, both are host only. Very good. 6 were playing. That's nice. So Harish G has won. Very nice. Okay. Just for fun, you can do in your class. Today we are not
Was
doing
really
for. Okay, great. It is just for demonstrating. I am not judging you. Please don't. You all are teachers. Okay, now see, this is another question kind, but it was multiple choice, but this is the true false. So if this question is true, or the statement, you can put thumbs up. If it is false, thumbs down. Students love this kind of platforms rather than only videos and we talking and all that. So if it is true, like one of you have already answered, it is true. Emotional, digital, technical, social skills have become important for defining teachers' personality. Absolutely, this is true statement. So this way, and if it is wrong, we can get negative. Okay, great. And see one more type of question. So one platform, so many ways. This is subjective. Can you name 2 terms which you picked up in today's session? So I wish many of you write this so that I'll show you how AI is functioning here. This is beyond the scope of FDP, but it is giving you much more dimension to bring interest. It will lead to the goal what FDP has to talk about fostering value system. So when a teacher takes care of the students' learning and assessment needs, that teacher is more liked and respected. That's the reason I'm showing you. Yeah, can you please quickly type any 2 words, all of you who are participating? Others, if you are joining here, please write on the chat in the live platform. What are the 2 words you picked up today in the session? Even if you look after, you can do. Try to write, one of you try to write the same word. I'll give you an answer. Any word are you seeing now? I'll show you the different in font size. So one of you write the similar word, what is written on the screen right now. Ethics or holistic or emotional intelligence or EI, whichever. I'll show you the change in the font type. because I'm making you play, I cannot answer. Okay. Yeah. Any of you, one word can be written, repeat it. Because when we play with more students, many of them will write similar words. So what happens is that font size grows big. So teacher and you can understand what is, you can draft the question in such way. What did you understand? So they write. So now see, holistic is written one more time. Can you see the difference of font size now? So I as a teacher, if it is my class, I will understand that my uh, the audience has taken holistic as more important, like a term which was picked up more. So when right now we are very less in number. Normally I play when there are even 200 participants. I play. I make them play, and they enjoy like anything. So the whole screen is filled up with words, and there will be very small font size because so many people are answering. So it's a demonstration right now, so no problem. Let it be like this. One more kind of subjective you tend to answer. Many of us ask this question that what we ask, did you understand? So they say yes or no. But you ask them like this, what is your feedback about the session? What is the feedback about the lecture? What did you understand? Then they will write. So let them write one sentence. Many students cannot write one sentence. They will write one phrase and leave it. Thank you. Very good. That is not that is phrases, but we are asking what? A statement will always end with a full stop. So that is something we have to inculcate in our children today. A teacher who takes care of these small dimensions is often respected more, because I am an engineering teacher, but still I'm helping them in their English. That's the basis behind putting this question. So let's write now. Some of you can write. It has two ways. One, it will flow, or it will just be static. It's very nice, very interactive platform rather than only video or YouTube. It becomes very monotonous from them, and then we say they are not attentive, they are bunking, or they are logged in, but mind is elsewhere. They are on Facebook, XYZ. So that is what is empathetic approach. Through this question, I'm showing you empathy. That was a part. Fine, very nicely. How wonderfully three teachers as participants have written. Others also, if they are not busy, you can write. Thank you. In fact, all of you have written positive. If you want some critical comments, that also you please be open. A teacher who invites critical comment on the face is a teacher who is understood far more than the teacher who expects only respect. Now see, this word is thank you. Maybe the same person has written or four. So thank you is not a statement. So it is just a phrase. The question is, can you write in a statement or a sentence? But I am thanking you for this also, because I'm not judging you. I'm exemplifying this. I'm just showing it. Great. So this is all from my side. Anything you want to address further, you can please do it. Yeah, that's all. If Vijayashree madam is still online, I have to again thank her for the opportunity. I have to thank also SVC for the opportunity given to me in this forum. And I wish I could reach to many of you. That was my heartful intention rather than just coming for MTP. Thank you so much. Thanks, Harish, for this platform. Wonderful. Keep coordinating very nicely like this.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And in fact, I really must have put up a sentence. There was a logo which you have put up in a pink color, which was talking about
Yeah.
truth, love,
Yes.
peace, non-violence.
Yes.
It has put
Non-violence.
up a lot of thought process in us, not just with respect to technical education, but the whole aspect of life.
Yes.
And
Exactly. That's what your FDP
also,
is resting on.
yeah, and also with the topic that you was talking about the universal human values, right from the
Yes.
education. Probably with that I will have a undivided society over a period of time.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. That's what world is already. There's a lot of problem happening in the world. So we just
Yes.
want to overcome those problems. And every country is working on these dimensions. Thank you, Dr. Anil, for joining. Thank you. Great. So I think we
And
can sign out if there is no question or comment.
let me just
Yeah.
formally finish this.
Okay.